Hey, what's up everyone? I just want to get straight into this video. Really, I just want to talk about like Google products that I really loved that failed or Google failed it. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you made it this far, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and let's just get started with the video. The first thing I want to bring up is Google Plus. Google Plus was a social media site. Matter of fact, Google Plus was like one of my favorite things. I met a lot of you guys that's watching right now, probably on Google Plus. I mean, I got some old heads in here I used to kick it with in the communities on Google Plus. But with that being said, Google Plus pretty much was a social platform, something similar to what Twitter was, but had communities and groups and all kinds of different things. And it was just amazing. Google pretty much just let this whole entire social platform just fall apart. I mean, they let bots come in on that thing and they didn't update it. They didn't do anything. And then at some point they sent us an email and let everyone know that it's going away. And I was very disappointed because it was the best place for like tech and tech talk. And you just really didn't have a lot of people like we have on Twitter that's like fanboys and saying this and saying that. It was a really good community, really enjoyed it. And I'm just sad that it's gone. That was one of the things that I hated that they gave up. Another thing, Hangouts. Now Hangouts, let me explain Hangouts. Hangouts would have been, and I mean would have been, the iMessage that you guys have on your iPhones today, but we would have had that a long time ago. One thing, let me tell you why I say this, right? Hangouts was a messaging app that you can use as your default messaging app, or you can use it with your email, right? Your phone number or your email, meaning that you can just sign into your phone number and use that, or you can sign in with your email and use it that way. And you can send full-size pictures, messages, files, just pretty much really literally what I mean literally what iMessage was today. And here's the biggest thing. Here is the biggest thing why it could have just blew up and Google would have been in a better place of messaging a long time ago. Now we are in a better place now because RCS, but we would have already been there. iMessage would have had a competitor out the gate. Here's what I mean. When you bought an Android phone, Hangouts was installed by default. When you bought an iPhone, iMessage was installed by default. See, the thing is that Apple made iMessage the default messaging altogether. Google had messages up there or chat or whatever, you know, back in the days, guys. And then they had Hangouts. You can click on Hangouts and make it your default messaging. I felt like if Google just forced it it's already installed on everybody's Android phone. They should have forced companies who license Android to make it just the default messaging app. But they weren't thinking about it back then. They weren't thinking that clear. They didn't even think that iMessage was going to blow up like it did. I mean, hell, I think that Apple didn't even know it was going to blow up like it did. But it was the best competitor to iMessage that we had. And a lot of you Google people who know, you know what I mean. It really was. It had all the elements. It had everything. All they needed was the support. Again, Google. Then after Hangouts, we got Allo. Allo was trying to be that, right? Allo started to try to be that competitor to iMessage, where Allo failed at. What do we say a thousand times to Google? We kept saying, let us make it our default. Add SMS, make it our default. Add SMS, make it our default. Add SMS. We kept repeating this story over and over and over and over, and Google just never did it. They never did it. It never took off. And it had all the key elements. You had the AI chatbots in there. You had the group messaging. You had a lot of things. And you can use it on iOS. And you can use it on Android. You can use it on pretty much anything that had Android, iOS operating system. It was incredible. It was a great freaking messaging app. I enjoyed it. Got my friends and family on it. Got my friends and family on Hangouts. And then I had to switch them up. So now we're kind of on Telegram, and Telegram ain't going nowhere. So now we're all using Telegram. I would never try to move them to another messaging app at this point because Google just keeps dropping them. And Allo could have been that competitor. But again, don't listen to us. What do we know? We're just the users. We're just the users. That's all we are. Another great app that I really enjoyed was Inbox. Inbox was mad dope. I used it over Gmail once it came out. It felt like kind of like a email thread type thing or whatever like that. It ain't really much to say about it. It was just really good. I like the layout of it. I like how you communicate it. Inbox was really dope, and I really enjoyed how, you know, they made it in the app, the UI and everything else like that, but they dropped it. Another app gone, dead, that I really loved. Next thing was Stadia. Oh man, this one hit everybody really hard. I actually really liked Stadia a lot. When they dropped it, I was excited. I was like, okay, now this might be the future of gaming. Imagine just walking around with a controller and just playing a game anywhere you go, you know, a controller and maybe a dongle or something, whatever, just anything. But sometimes, you know, let's just say fast forward to the future, Stadia was still here. I can vision like Stadia being built inside TVs, and all you got to do is buy the controller. You know, like people, like I don't know what Google was thinking, but the future could have been that, right? If they kept going Stadia, people loved it. Of course, we all got refunded for our games and you know, everything else and stuff like that. And a lot of people was really upset when it was gone. I was too, because I just wasn't ready to fully commit to it. Even though I tried it, I did return mine a lot sooner because I just didn't trust Google enough to be like, yeah, this is gonna be it. I've seen that other companies tried to do it, like Amazon or whatever like that, but it just didn't seem like it was going to last. And I was right. You know, I just didn't want to say it out loud, but I was like, yo, let me just return my jank because I feel like Google's just not going to commit to this. But man, imagine today just going out there and just buying the controller, and then you can literally buy a TV with Stadia built inside, just everything that you need. Like that's insane. Like Roku right now, bro, come on, man. Google just be the Pixel tablet. This one right here hits me hard because I am a tablet guy. Samsung, I use Apple tablets. I really love tablets. I got I got 4 tablets in the house right now. I really got 5, but I let my son use one of my Pixel tablets because he's trying to cross over to Android and need a bigger screen, stuff like that. Because he's gonna get the S26 Ultra this year or whatever like that. But yeah, whatever, tablets, right? The Pixel tablet really disappointed me. Not in the sense where like the Pixel tablet is a bad tablet. Actually, I love the Pixel tablet. It's not a bad tablet, but I thought this was like, we're gonna drop this and then we're gonna drop y'all a Pro. That's why I got excited, right? Because I thought we was gonna get like, all right, we're gonna give you, we back in the tablet game, y'all. Here we back. So here's your Pixel tablet for the like home thing. And I was like, all right, you sold me. It works. I like it. You know, okay, G-Man and okay, G-Man, this go okay, G-Man. Cool, I like the tablet. But then when I heard that the Pixel Tablet 2 got canceled, 3 got possibly canceled, and they're just not gonna make another Pixel tablet, meaning that we're not gonna get a Pro version with a keyboard, maybe a pen. I just really want the pen support in a Pro version of that tablet. Don't really care about a keyboard. I don't really use keyboards with tablets, but that would have still been great. You know, like I thought we were going down that rabbit hole, but it turns out that they just did a full swing, went back around, paused, and said, nah, we ain't doing it. And that's partial because really the tech community wants a Pro tablet. The regular folks, I don't think they care too much about tablets, but you made their tablet first, and I guess it just didn't work out for you. Maybe next time try to go Pro, see how that works. Now we did get the Pixel Slate tablet, which was a okay tablet. They gave good support to it, and just, again, Google efforts for tablets was just so trash. They just didn't follow through with anything. They didn't force developers to make apps for these tablets or anything like that, like they're doing now. They're getting a little bit more serious about the apps being scaled to tablets and foldables and stuff like that, but we needed that energy a long time ago, you know, especially when you see the competition is doing that. And I mean, I'm really referring to Apple because even Samsung wasn't doing it at the time, but now Samsung is, you know, forcing it, and Android is actually, developers are getting on the board, but it's a slow turnaround right now. So it's going to be a while before we fully get these committed Android tablets and foldables UI with these apps and stuff like that. Obviously, there's so many different versions of Android, so this is another thing that, you know, Google and brands have to deal with versus Apple just having iOS, iPad OS, and Mac OS. You get the point. They got one product and they can just scale everything to that. But when it comes to Android, it's so many, so it's a lot more challenging. But I do think that Google should just hyper focus on their own products. Forget everybody else, just focus on your products to make them just as good and work well, scaling on your devices. Another thing that I was upset about was Google Play Music. I don't know how many of y'all love Google Play, but man, I was in love with Google Play. Just want to know, I mean, I just want to say that the UI was great. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the algorithm. I enjoyed a lot about it. It was like Google's identity. I'm not fully mad about it, but I YouTube Music, I'm fine with YouTube Music too. I just wish it still had the Google Play name. I kind of dig the name, to be honest with you. YouTube Music, but whatever. I was mad about that one too. Now this one I was like super excited about it, but I never owned it, but I just wanted to see it because I was like, this is the future. I was like yes, about time, right? Google Glass. Everyone remembers when Google dropped their little Google Glass Explorer projects and all this stuff like that. And I was like, yo, we about to get smart glasses. And now fast forward to the future, Google was thinking ahead, but they just never ever follow through with anything. Like I say, they hate, for some reason, following through is kryptonite to them. They like start something and then just give up on it. And now here we are, Meta Ray-Bans, and there's other smart glasses out there now. And now we have these smart glasses. But of course, Google Glass was trying to do a little bit more, but imagine had they kept going. But good news is, as you all seen in the presentation, that it's finally coming, but just in a different package, actually much better package. So I'm not gonna get too excited right now because Google did this to us last time with that. So I'm not gonna be super excited until I see the first product out there with that, but we're gonna see, because Google straight be messing with my mind. Now I know all of you remember when Samsung had the Gear VR, and of course then Google dropped the Daydream VR headset and the app and everything like that. I was like, yo, this is so cool. Using your phone to do VR was just cool, man. It was like a cool thing. You know, I was walking around putting my phone in my jank and everyone was like, yo, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. You know, I still think about the future. Even Samsung gave up on that. I was like, yo, man, like, why y'all keep giving up on this stuff? Like, stop it. But then they want to make standalones. And you know what? Actually, I put this on the list, but I'm not even mad because I prefer the standalones. I'll be honest with you, because I'm be honest with you. Now, this ain't about Google real quick, Daydream, because even though I did love that headset, it was elegant looking and it was pretty cool. I remember when I got the Samsung Gear and I think I had my S7 or something like that. And y'all remember when the Note was blowing up? I was just thinking like real hard, like what if I slipped my phone in here? Because you know when you're playing, your phone do get a little hot. I was like, I slipped my phone in here and this thing just blow up in my face, bro. That's crazy. So, I mean, the standalone, I ain't saying a standalone headset can't do that, let's be real. But you get the point. Like, there was a recall on that Note 7 because it was just booming everywhere. And just imagine if I had my 7 Edge and I was doing the same thing and it just happened to be one of those products that go boom, bro. That would have been crazy. But yeah, I'm upset, but I'm not upset about Daydream, I guess. Now this one I am really upset about because actually, no. Yes, no. Let me try to break that down. And that is the Google Play Editions, right? Because I would love to get like a Galaxy phone right now with all that great hardware, right? And have Google Play Edition of that, right? I get everything I want. I get all the Google software and then I get all this great hardware. I think that Google was really onto something back in the days when they used to drop those phones. I used to buy them all the time because just imagine like, just listen everyone, if you're, I don't know how old you are and who's watching this, right? If back in the days, I'm gonna just say back in the days before I say if, back in the days, you can get, if you was a stock Android person, you can get stock Android on the best hardware at the given time. Like Samsung was doing, it was really Samsung really, because they were making some really good hardware. And you can get an HTC too. I'm sorry, HTC, because I got my Google Play Edition phones was from HTC. I love HTC Sense, which became my favorite over time, but getting that with Google software all up there, just straight up pure Android was incredible because you had this great hardware and you had this great software at the same time. So just imagine today, fast forward in 2026, imagine if you like stock Android, imagine taking that software and putting it on any phone hardware that you love, like just say any phone in the Android world though, that you love the hardware. That was Google Play Edition phones. Bro, that was a big hit. Big hit. I miss that so much. And this one right here is the last one, and it's not really a big deal because I kind of found myself using YouTube for this, but the podcast app, I don't really fully understand why that went away. I just integrated into what I think YouTube Music or something like that. I don't really understand the who was in that boardroom was like, yo, let's get rid of this podcast app and let's go merge it and put it in here because people are not really downloading this, I guess. I don't know what the reason was, but I just don't understand why they got rid of it. Just kind of stupid to me. But again, I like looking at my podcasts on YouTube. That's just me, but I still had the app installed. I still was kind of using it every so often or whatever like that. But I mean, maybe that's the reason people just didn't use it enough. I don't know. But the podcast app was pretty dope. I love the UI, and it was simple because if you know what you're kind of going in there for, that was the best thing about it. But anyways, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And listen, I want you to tell me the things that you love that Google dropped right down below in the comments. Let's have a conversation about that. These are my favorite things that I actually enjoy, and I was a little upset that Google dropped these things and just not giving any type of support. But I don't fully 100% Google when they drop new stuff sometimes. So, and these are just mostly apps. Some of the hardware makes sense, but apps, yeah, Pixel tablet didn't make sense though. Come on. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.